Hello, welcome students to our maths lesson number 6, lines and angles. As we have discussed in earlier session about exercise 6.2 up to question number 3 we have finished. Now please take your notebooks and textbooks and we are going to start with our exercise. So as we have discussed that question number 4 and 5 I am going to only explain you and you are going to solve it in a notebook, right? So that one will be the homework. So let us see that one how to solve that question number 4 and 5. See, both the questions I have written on the board. One by one we will see these questions. I am going to explain you, simply explaining, right? PQ parallel to ST. PQ is parallel to ST. If you just increase this line in this way and this line, you will come to know that these two are the parallel one. Then angle PQR is equals to 110 degree. PQR labeled here 110 degree. And angle RST is equals to 130 degree. We are going to find out angle QRS. This angle we are going to find. In the question itself, one hint is given that what is the hint? Draw a line parallel to ST through point R. The point R, from that we are going to draw a parallel line. So you will also going to draw a parallel line. I will draw. You can draw it by dotted line, right? So that parallel line, I'll here label it as PQRSTRU, right? So that parallel line we have drawn. Now what we are going to do? That angle QRS, this is question mark, no? This angle we are going to find out. So how we will find? See, ST parallel RU, right? They have not given the name, no? So will only RU is written. Now what? If the ST is parallel to RU and RS, this is what? RS is what? Transversal, right? तो अगर RS ये ट्रांसवर्सल है, ST parallel to RU is given, then the angles which are made towards the one side of the transversal are what? Supplementary, right? No? So addition of these, angle 130 plus angle this. Why we are finding this angle? See, this angle we are going to find. First angle this find out, right? So 130 plus angle SRU. You can write in this way. Angle RST, or first write it down here, that ST parallel to RU. When write it down? When ST parallel to RU and RS is a transversal, right? Then what we have? Then angle RST plus angle SRU is equals to 180 degree, and we will write reason what? Interior angles on the same side of transversal, right? Likewise, then put the values and find out angle SRU. Once you got this angle, right? Now see the relation here. This PQR and U, right? These angle are what kind of angles? These are what? Alternate angles. So if PQR is 110, then what about this whole angle? It will be also 110, right? No? So this whole angle will be 110. So now we know this angle, we know the whole angle. Can we find out this angle? From the whole part we are going to subtract the smaller part. Means अगर इस पूरे इसमें से ये part अगर हम subtract कर देंगे, so we will get angle QRS. which is required. Understood? Solve it. Right? Now, figure ABCD. In this, APQ angle is 50. PRD is 127, this angle. Find X and Y. This X and Y values we are going to find. It is really very simple sum. Really. See. 50. See. This AB and CD are the parallel. When AB and CD parallel and PQ is a transversal, that time is alternate angles are equal, no? Alternate angles are equal. So angle APQ equals to angle PQR. Right? तो अगर APQ 50 है, तो angle PQR will be also 50. Then X value we got. Now let us move towards Y value. We will find out Y. So how we will get Y? For finding out Y, we are going to form the Z-shape angle. Right? तो Z-shape देखो कैसे बना है. So from here to ऐसे. Right? This 127 equals to this 127. Right? ये whole पूरा 127 हो गया. So out of that 50 we know. Right? तो 50 अगर पता है, can we find out Y then? So from 127 we are going to subtract 50 degree. Got it? So we will get Y. Understood this one? So you just solve it as an homework. Right? Easy sum hai. I told you how to solve it. Just use that one and solve it. Now we will go for the question number 6. So question number 6, write it down. I will also write. See student, I will read the question number 6 because it is too big to write. In figure PQ and RS are the two mirrors placed parallel to each other. See, PQ and RS, these are the two mirrors. That's why these lines are shown over there. Right? These are the mirrors. So PQ and RS are the mirrors which are placed parallel to each other. Next, an incident ray AB strikes the mirror. This is incident ray, means a ray which falls on the mirror. So it is an incident ray, it falls on the mirror PQ at B, then reflects ray moves along the path BC. This reflected ray move along path BC, so BC से move हो रहा है, and again when it falls on the or it strikes RS mirror, that time it again reflects back and forms a CD. Prove that. We are going to prove here. Alright, here to prove what AB is parallel to CD. देखो, AB is which one? This. And CD is this. So these two are the parallel one we are going to prove. So for that, to reach up to this AB and CD, what we are going to do here, the one small thing we are going to do, that is construction. So we will construct, that is draw two rays or lines which are parallel to PQ, perpendicular to PQ and RS. So we will label as BL and CM. Right? So these two are the perpendicular one we have drawn. Right? Now when we draw this perpendicular, at that time what happened over here? See, construction. Draw, right here, draw ray BL perpendicular to PQ and ray CM perpendicular to RS. Got it this one? Now we will start with our proof. construction is done. Now, when the BL is perpendicular to the PQ and RS is perpendicular to CM, right? So, these two are get what? Parallel. So, perpendiculars are parallel. So, we will write here, since BL perpendicular to PQ and CM perpendicular to RS, therefore BL is parallel to CM, right? So this is written. So we will say now, if these two are the parallel one, so we will say angle, this angle, I will show it by blue one, angle this is equals to this. Yes, alternate pair of angles, no? Because we are considering now this DC is a transversal, BL is parallel to the CM. So we will say, therefore angle LBC equals to angle BCM. Why? This is first one level it and alternate pair of angles. Got it, this one? So these alternate pair angles written. Then ABL is equals to LBC. Why? Because these are the ABL and LBC. These are the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. In science, we might have or you might have learned this one. So what we will say here, angle ABL is equals to, we'll write here, since ABL is equals to angle LBC. Here understood why we have written angle ABL is equals to angle LBC, because these are the angles. This is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. In science we have studied. Means when the incident ray, it makes an angle with the normal. This is normal actually, perpendicular we say no in maths. So it makes equal. These angles are equal, right? So we have written ABL is equals to LBC. This is as second. We'll write angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence equals to angle of reflection. Understood this one? Now we will write that angle, same for the angle MCB is also equals to angle MCD. Similarly, as because this is also angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So we will say, write similarly angle, what? Angle MCB or BCM equals to angle MCD. Reason क्या है? Angle of incidence equals to angle of reflection. Understood this one? Why I have written this one? Because for this mirror, this one will be your incident ray and this one will be your reflected ray. And these two, whatever the angle makes, those were equal. Got it? Because of this normal. So we'll say that normal act as a bisector also. Right? Now from this first, second and third, what we get? First, second and third. See, LBC is equals to BCM we have written. Right? So LBC means ABL. In the second we have written, and BCM is equals to MCD we have written. So we will write here from first, second and third. We get, what we get? Angle ABL is equals to angle MCD, right? ABL is equals to angle MCD, because see एक दूसरे को इक्वल है, राइट? फर्स्ट सेकेंड को है, सेकेंड थर्ड को है, तो थर्ड फर्स्ट को इक्वल हो जाएगा. सो दैट वन विल बी आर फोर्थ स्टेटमेंट और द फोर्थ इक्वेशन, राइट? नाउ इफ वी एड फर्स्ट एंड फोर्थ, तो व्हाट वी विल गेट? सी LBC plus ABL, we get the whole angle ABC, right? And which is the required one, means required AB parallel to CD. वहां तक पहुंचना है, means we are going to show the two angles are alternate angles, or the angles which are made by these two AB and CD. So those one, the two angles may be those one alternate angles, or the corresponding angles, or the interior angles on the same side of transversal, right? So we are just going to try to find out that one. So here we will write first adding first and fourth. What we get? That first and fourth. So what we get over there? Angle LBC plus angle ABL. While adding also, we are going to add left into left and right plus right. So BCM plus angle MCD. So this whole angle we get ABC. You please see in your figure, plus angle ABC plus angle BCD, right? But अगर फिगर में देखोगे तो these two angles are alternate pair of angles. हमने ये जो फिगर निकाली थी, right? So in these two figures, right? These two angles, alternate angles, right? Here A is named, B, C and D, right? So A, B, C and B, C, D, these are what? Alternate pair of angles. So we will write here, but angle or but these form a pair of alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. So what we will write? Once we got one pair equal, no? So we can directly write, therefore AB is parallel to CD, and hence proved. Understood the whole proof, right? So you are just going to revise this sum again and again, listen the video again and again, and then you will come to know that how exactly we have done the proof. Got it? Now the exercise is over, so we will move towards the next part, that is angle sum property of a triangle, right? That is the new topic for us. So we will write that theorem, that is the new theorem which is asked in the exam. Repeatedly we are asking in the exam, so we are going to do practice also. Got it? So first of all we will write the statement. Only simply we will get the statement, and from that given statement how we are going to have a proof, let us see. See student, this is the new theorem which is repeatedly asked in the exam, the angle sum property. What we get in the exam? Simply this statement, the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Only from this statement we are going to write the whole theorem, right? We have here no diagram, nothing, means other than this statement nothing is over there. So how we will prove that theorem? Let us see. So whenever the theorem is to be proved, that time what I told you, first of all draw a diagram according to the statement. Second thing, write it down the given to prove and then prove, right? So likewise the three parts we are writing a proof. So first let us draw a triangle. Why to triangle? Because here in the statement it is given that the sum of the angles of a triangle. From this I come to know that I have to draw a triangle. So what I will do here, I will draw here one triangle. See, this is triangle A, B, C, right? So from here we are doing solution. So ABC is a triangle drawn. After this, what we are going to write a given. Now what is given in this? ABC is a triangle. Bas. This much only information we are going to write in a given. Now to prove, what is to prove, right? The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So we will write here angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. Understood? Now from this much of information we are not able to do proof. So for that we are going to do here one construction. So that construction is also have to specify or have to write. Okay. So what construction we are going to do? From point A, we'll draw a parallel line to BC. What we will write here? From vertex A, draw parallel line to BC. ठीक है? BC को हमें parallel line we are going to draw. So let us draw it. Right? So I labeled it as D and E. Understood this one? Now what? Our aim is what? Our focus should be where? Angle A plus angle B plus C equals to 180 degree. How we will get that one? Now as we have done the construction, from that do we get any idea to do this proof? Yes. See, when DE is parallel to BC, that time what we will write here, or you simply what you do here, angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Likewise just write it down. If you are getting confused while writing the name of the angle, you can specify here angle 1 A, B is angle 2 and this is angle 3. Here you can name angle 4 and this is angle 5. Understood? So you can, instead of this ABC, you can mention over there angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 180 degree. In any way. Now what we will write, when DE parallel to BC and AB is a transversal what we have? Angle 4 equals to angle 2. Angle 4 equals to angle 2. By what kind of angles? Alternate angles. Right? Angle 4 and angle 2. Similarly, here what we have? When DE parallel to BC and AC is a transversal, then what we have? Angle 5 equals to angle 3. देखो Z shape होता है या नहीं? 5 is equals to angle 3. This is our second statement, and this is also what? Alternate angles. Right? Now, what we have? So by this, we are not able to prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equals to 180 degrees. No. So for that purpose, what we are going to do? What do you find on the top of it? This is a straight line, right? And the straight line, it makes this angle 4 plus 1 plus 5 equals to what should we write? Yes, 180 degree. So, we will write here angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 equals to 180 degree by linear pair angles. Right? Now, what? See, angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 equals to 180 degree. Only simply this top one we have added. So, what we will do here? Now, angle 4 is equals to what we have written? 2. And angle 5 is equals to angle 3. Can we replace them? Yes. So, angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 equals to 180 degree by, we'll have written this one from 1 and 2. Right? What we have done? 4 is replaced with the 2 and 5 is replaced with the 3. So, we got this and hence proved. That is what? Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. I just simply rearrange. That is angle A. 1 means angle A. 2 means angle B. And 3 means angle C is equals to 180 degree, and we'll write hence proved. Understood? The whole theorem. The theorem is easy. I repeat again that in the exam simply the statement is given, the sum of the angles is equals to the sum of the triangle. Sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degree. That statement you will get, and from that we are going to do the whole proof. So from the given information we have drawn simply a triangle, labeled it as ABC, then angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 labeled. After that we have written given to prove and construction. Without construction this proof is not possible. So we have done the construction. You can draw this line from this point B also, or from point C also. You try it at home. So simply from one point just pass it that, so that your statement will change here. So अगर B से pass करते हो, so that time it will be parallel to AC. Got it? If you are passing through the C, then it will be parallel to AB. Understood? So then proof. when this BE parallel to BC and AB is transversal. Every time we are changing the transversal over here. We are right. So that time 4 is with the 2. Angle 4 is equals to angle 2. Similarly, we get here when this AC is a transversal, that type this Z shape we are getting. Alternate angle Z shape. So 5 equals to 3. That is only written. Now on the top of the figure we find what? These all are what? Linear pair angles. 4 plus 1 plus 5, which is linear pair angles written. Now 4 is replaced by 2. Why? Because 4 is equals to 2 and 5 is equals to 3. So 5 replaced by 3. I just reshuffle them. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equals to 180. So angle 1 is nothing but angle A. Angle 2 is nothing but angle B. And angle 3 is nothing but angle C, which is equals to 180 degree. Hence, proved. Understood? Now, based on it, we are going to see the sums from the exercise 6.3. This one more theorem is there, which is we are not going to see. The important one is angle sum property. This is not asked. This is exterior angle property, which we have studied in earlier classes, both the theorems, right? Here, if a side of a triangle is produced, so I have drawn here triangle ABC is produced, side, any one side just produce. Produce means what? We are going to increase it. So, I increased it, right? And labeled it as a point D. Then the exterior angle so form. So, which is the exterior angle over here? Angle ACD. This is what? Exterior angle. Right? So, the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Now, this exterior angle to this opposite angle is which one? This and this. Right? So, this theorem says us that exterior angle is equals to sum of interior opposite angle. Interior opposite angles. This property you have studied in 7th standard, right? So that is only that theorem we have here, which is not going to prove, right? So we will, by using these two theorems or the properties, we are going to see exercise 6. The very first question I have written here in figure 6.39, side QP and RQ of triangle PQR. So see here that QP and RQ are the sides of a triangle PQR. Produce two points S and T. So S and T points are produced, means those sides are extended one side. So if angle SPR is equals to 135 degree and PQT is equals to 110 degree, find angle PRQ. See, this angle we are going to find out. Now, this sum you can solve in two ways. One is what? This is, see, PRQ, this angle we are going to find, right? If I know this angle and this angle, I can find out this angle. Yes or no? Yes. So how? See, this 110, angle PQT and angle PQR, here these two. See, I am showing here that this angle and this angle, blue one, both forms what type of angles? Linear pair angles, right? So that I'll get this angle. Now this angle SPR and angle QPR. So it form what? These two linear pair angle. So we will get this angle, right? Now this angle is known, this angle is known. Now we can find this angle also. How? By angle sum property, right? By angle sum property we can find out the theorem, right? Or another way is what? You can simply find this angle by linear pair angle, and then what? Exterior angle property. That is what? This angle equals to sum of these two angles. So out of that, this angle no, this one is unknown. So we can find out by subtracting from 110. So in two ways this sum you can solve. So I'll show you in one way, that is, see, I'll write here solution. Angle PQT plus angle PQR is equals to 180 degree by linear paired angles. I am again repeating that we have to mention what? It is necessary to mention reasons. Without reasons, we cannot write this statement. You may lose over there marks. So it is compulsory. Now PQT, that is 110 degree, plus PQR, it is unknown. So we will write PQR as it is equals to 180 degree. So angle PQR is equals to 180. This 110 we will transpose. So here we will get subtracted. So angle PQR is equals to 70 degree. Right? Now angle, same way, these two forms linear pair angles. So I'll write here now angle SPR plus angle QPR is equals to 180 degree. Again we will write here linear pair angles. Right? Again just substitute their values. So angle SPR is 135 degree. Angle QPR we don't know. So we will write as it is equals to 180 degree. Now 135 degree transpose it. So angle QPR is equals to 180 minus 135 degree. So angle QPR is equals to 7 minus 3, 45 degree. Right? So this we got. Now what do we have? Angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equals to 180 degree. We will write by angle sum property theorem or by angle sum theorem. Angle, I'll write here angle QPR plus angle PQR plus angle PRQ is equals to 180 degree. Why? We are writing, just reason I am writing means in front of it I don't have space, that's why I am writing here by angle sum property of a triangle. Right? So let us write now their measurements. So measurement for this angle QPR, we have QPR we have found out, no? That is 45 degree. Then PQR we got 70 degree and angle PRQ we are going to find out, which is equals to 180 degree. Right? So let us add these two. So 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 115 degree we have here, addition we got, plus angle PRQ which is equals to 180. Now transpose this 115 degree. So angle PRQ equals to 180 degree minus 115 degree. So we got angle PRQ equals to 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. 65 degree. Understood this one? How we have got this answer? So in another method also you can solve this one. That one by exterior angle property theorem. Right? Now we will solve question number 2 from exercise 6.3. Third will be the homework for you. So see how to solve this question number 2. Angle X is given 62 degree. I have written here in the figure. Then XYZ is 54 degree. The whole Y, XYZ whole is 54 degree. And some information is given that YO and ZO are the bisectors. YO and ZO. Bisectors means what? It makes two equal parts of a given angle. So we are going to find out here that find OZY. OZY means this angle we are going to find OZY, and YOZ. YOZ. This angle we are going to find out. So to reach up to this, we should know first of all this angle also. This angle and this angle we are going to find. Now from the triangle what we know? That whole X we know 62 degree. Whole Y we know 54 degree. And Z we don't know, that we can find. Whole, the whole angle we are going to find. So what we will do here, that angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z is equals to 180 degree by angle sum property. Angle sum property of a triangle, or the theorem of angle sum property of a triangle. So X we know that is 62 degree, Y we know 54 degree, and Z we don't know, so that one we will find, which is equals to 180 degree. Now let us add this. So 6 and this is 6 plus 5 is 11. Angle Z is equals to 180. Now just 116, just transpose it. So we will subtract it from 116. Right? See, while subtracting what I do, 180 I am writing first and then the transposed number. Right? So we will get angle Z is equals to 10 minus 6 is 4. 7 minus 1 is 6. So 64 degree is the angle Z. Got it? The whole angle. Right? This we got now 64 degree. Now angle Y as we know 54. Can I have this angle OYZ? Yes. As we know that OY or YO, we'll write here YO is a bisector of angle Y, right? The whole angle Y की bisector है. That's why, therefore, angle OYZ equals to half of angle Y, right? So half into 54 degree, which is equals to 27. 2 से divide कर दो 54. So we will get 27. Angle OYZ we got 27 degree. Understood this one? Now we will find out in the similarly we will find out angle OZY. Right here. Similarly, ZO is a bisector of angle Z. Therefore, angle, छोटे angle का measurement OZY is equals to half of angle Z. आधा होगा ना? This angle will be half of the whole angle. So half into the Z angle we got 64. So this is what? 32 degree. Angle OZY. So one angle we got, right? 32 degree. Now let us find out angle YOZ. That is the middle angle YOZ. So how we will get? That is by angle sum property theorem. So we will write now angle YOZ plus angle OYZ plus angle OZY is equals to 180 degree. Right? So inside the smaller triangle we are talking about it. See. Like this, no? A, O, Y and Z. So one by one we are adding these three angles. So we'll write here by angle sum property theorem. Angle sum property of a triangle. Right? So let us write their measurement. YOZ we are going to find out. We'll write as it is. OYZ we got 27. OZY we got 32, which is equals to 180. Now these two let us add. So 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5. So 59 degree we got, which is equals to 180 degree. Now this 59 degree we are going to transpose. So 180 degree minus 59 degree. So we got here 1, then 7 minus 5 is 2, 121 YOZ. Right? So angle YOZ we got 121. So in this way the exercise 6.3 question number 2 is over. Now the third one you are going to solve it as a homework, right? So thank you. In the next session we are going to see the rest of the questions.